more significant disruption and changes than any generation before it. Think of Uber. Uber didn't reinvent the taxi industry, but they certainly disrupted it. You know, they just took an idea and turned it into a multi-billion-dollar business. Airbnb didn't actually invent the accommodation industry, but they disrupted it. And so when you think about that, you don't need to actually create something to disrupt it. And if you can just mute your microphones, please, if you're not speaking, that would be much appreciated. Didn't invent the music industry. Sorry, there's always invent the music industry, but they certainly disrupted it. If you think about television, Netflix didn't invent television, but they disrupted the way we view home entertainment. So what about sports? Massive industry, $500 billion industry. What if we could disrupt that? Well, that's what today is all about, to show you an opportunity to get involved early. So you might have missed the opportunity to invest in Uber, Netflix, Airbnb, Spotify, which all became multi-billion-dollar brands known all around the world. But you can get in early in something that's going to disrupt the sporting industry. That's generally been run the same way for a long period of time. It's called Blockchain Sports, and it's a project that is partnering with the Limitless crowdfund community. I'll talk more about that. And we're really taking the latest technology, blockchain, the technology behind Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies that's now being actually revolutionizing so many areas around the world, from a government level to private sector. It's probably going to create more significant change than what the internet and the mobile phone industry did. This project is aimed to go live on September 1 this year, so a little less than 6 months away. The opportunity you've got is to get in early, just like if you had an opportunity to get involved early in Uber, Airbnb, and Netflix, etc., and you could actually be a seed investor before they went public, and you had a crystal ball where you knew where that was going to go. The people who did that made a lot of money. But maybe you're not in that category where you've got millions of dollars to do that. We don't need millions of dollars to take advantage of this opportunity. So who is Limitless? We are a community that was created and started back in 2021. In fact, I knew the founders of this concept for over 10 years before this project. And so I was there from the very birthing of the idea. So I've been very blessed to see this whole project actually emerge, evolve and grow. It's a decentralized community using technology that's grown to over 240,000 members. And it's been very successful. Our first project, where we were crowdfunding artificial intelligence technology for the financial industry, the biggest crowdfund in the financial industry ever, our actual community of 240,000 members raised $660 million. Now, if you go back and look at how much the venture capital companies put into the Ubers, the Netflix, and the rest of it, you'll understand that $660 million is a substantial amount of money. And everybody who got involved in that project made money. So that's what you've got. We're going to do this same disruption in the sports industry. And imagine being involved in something where everybody benefits. So we've got an opportunity to be involved in this early crowdfund raise, where we're going to raise over $1 billion. That's the goal, before August 16th this year. Who is Blockchain Sports? It's a Web3 based ecosystem taking advantage of breakthrough technology. And we're going to start with the football or the soccer industry, depending on which part of the world you come from. I'm in Australia, we call it soccer. Other parts of the world, you'll notice football, but it is an iconic industry that has over 3 billion fans around the world. It's in more than 200 countries. Everyone knows about it, and there's huge amounts of money in this sport. So it was the logical sport to start with, but this disruptive idea can be applied to Formula One motorsport, to basketball, to golf, to cricket, to tennis, you name it, any sport that's international. It's not a new idea. in a sense that it wasn't started last week. There's already 18 months of development with $30 million in private equity already executed. And it's basically developing a digital ecosystem as well as the real world things like football clubs and training academies and much, much more. So it's got physical aspects of it and digital aspects of it. And it's partnering with sports organizations. It's actually buying out tech companies. There's over 1,000 people already involved in this, and it's got government backing as well. And it's going to be a very big project. But of course, all these great projects start with somebody with an idea in their head. And the founder of this concept was Dmitry Saxonov. He's the founder of cutting edge technologies in the cryptocurrency industry. He's had 8 years involved in the Web3. Web3 is the next stage of the internet, where initially we were just viewers of content online. Then we got social media, other things where we started to interact with what was online. And Web3 is where we get to take ownership of content and projects that we actually get involved with. And he had this vision to disrupt the sporting industry with this blockchain sports idea. He was involved with our community in a previous project. So he gave us a 6-month window to be part of the crowdfund raise and capitalize. So it's a very unique time-sensitive opportunity. And there's different categories of revenue and opportunity in this project. It's sort of where technology meets IRL, in real life rewards. A lot of time we talk about blockchain, internet, it's very hard for people to actually grasp because they can't smell it, touch it, feel it. They're not things that they can physically see. So when you've got football stadiums and training academies and football players and coaches and technology and so forth, it's something tangible. So NFT marketplace, where now you can have a digital ownership or a partial ownership of a football club as part of the training academy, players. You may not be in the, if I was the billionaire status where you can own players and clubs, but now you can have a small piece of that, which can be on sold later as it grows in value, because players become more valuable as they go through their career path. All the academies and the clubs, you may not be able to own one of those outright, but as a fan and an actual participant or an early adopter, you can own a part of that and invest in the career of these players, which can span 10, 15, 20 years. Technology, where sports sciences now is a big factor in deciding which athletes sports clubs take on. They look at their brain scans, their DNA test, not just what they've done in their past career. So science is now playing a big role in the recovery process and the treatment of injuries to actually prevent injuries and so forth. So that's a huge multi-billion dollar industry, and we're at the cutting edge of that. Research and development, tracking the way a player actually strikes the ball and enhancing their technique. Now, there's a lot of virtual reality and AI sciences today that can make players into super players. And if you've got the cutting edge on that, then you're a market leader. And of course, entertainment with actually fantasy leagues, reality TV, live events, and large streaming media companies that you know as household names are already actively engaged, and others expressing interest. Now, can this be copied easily? Well, there's international copyright protection for the intellectual property. So the intellectual property that how this has been built on is being protected. So people just can't rush out there and copycat what we're doing. And it's also been given a $1 billion valuation for that intellectual property. So that's a great starting point when you've got governments getting behind the project, you've got international copyright protection of the intellectual property, a $1 billion valuation. You've got 40 iconic soccer legends already put their brand behind it, who've got 750 million followers. Just get that number in your head. 750 million followers. Imagine if they use their social media influence and only had a success rate of 0.1%. 1 in 1,000 people actually engage with a post about some up-and-coming player, a brand new club, some media deal. And that would be 750,000 people engaging, taking action. and the revenue generated from that in sponsorship deals, media deals, player contracts, on and on it goes. This is huge, huge business. So you've got an opportunity to be a founding member. I said, like an early adopter into an Uber, an Airbnb, a Netflix, etc., and share in the success of the entire roadmap. Because after August 16th, nobody new will be able to have a founder's benefit. It'll go live to the public, and the public can partake in this, but they won't get the same benefits that we will, because we're getting involved in the foundation stage, enjoying lifetime royalties. You may not actually be a musician or an artist or create some business where there's actual residual royalty income. Don't ask me to sing, because you probably all leave the room. But you can be a foundation member here and earn royalties for the life of this project. So we're going to disrupt the football industry, taking technology, and with an ultimate goal of 500,000 members, bringing the actual awareness of this project to the marketplace. And what are the benefits? Well, we're going to mint into circulation our own cryptocurrency, which is the centerpiece of the ecosystem. And you'll be a brand partner. Now, you can just be a passive participant where you say, look, I've just got some money I want to put to work. I'm looking for actual royalty income off that. That's all I want to do. That's fine. You can just do that. Or you can help expand our community to that 500,000 person goal and be rewarded for that, and participate in all the digital rewards and all the in real life rewards as well. The Atlas coin, or our digital token, is what makes our ecosystem work. So anybody from the actual clubs and the talent scouts and media deals and downloading data, they'll have to use our digital token as part of the transaction. And that creates actual demand for that token, for that coin. So where there's actual demand, there's a lot of price pressure, and there's a limited supply of this. And how's it being released into the market? It's being released as one of the benefits of being a founders member. So we're going to help release that token into circulation. And for the first 18 months of the project going live, the only people that will be involved in the distribution of this token into circulation out there will be founders people, founders members, founders pack owners. So you can enjoy daily rewards. You'll be involved in validating transactions on the blockchain for our ecosystem, earning money from data storage. It's massive amounts of data being stored. I'm all the health records, I'm all the player stats, the sporting club information. There's a lot of data, and to access that, there's fees generated. You know, if you think about how does Visa, MasterCard, Amex, PayPal, Google Pay, and all those transaction companies become billion-dollar companies out of fees. Every time somebody transacts, they're making money. And you get the benefit from minting that coin into circulation. A coin that you own is like a digital piece of real estate, a digital asset that can grow in value, and you can liquidate if you want to later on. On the real life side, you've got the ability to own a digital part of a real tangible asset and be able to on-sell that later on if you want to. There's player transfers to clubs. I mean, player transfers can be $1 million deals, multiple $10 million deals, multiple $100 million deals. Revenue from football clubs, sports science and health technology, research and development, gaming platforms, reality shows, live events, sponsorships. So what is a node? I'll cover this a bit more as we go through this presentation, but a node is essentially a piece of hardware that's validating transactions and minting into circulation new tokens. When you go to the cafe or your barber or a restaurant and you swipe your card, there's a terminal on the counter. Well, that's like a node. It's like a node for the Visa MasterCard network. So a node is simply what's helping to release into circulation our cryptocurrency, but at the same token, it's performing a lot of other actions in the background, validating transactions, etc. So we have different levels of involvement. You can come in with the Academy pack, 100 USDT, and you get a partial digital ownership of the first sports academy in Brazil. Actually, Brazilian government was the first country to get behind this project, giving over 500 football fields to the project. 3 sporting academies are already built or at the final stages. And you get a little piece of that, which you can on-sell later on. And you can refer other people and earn some actual referral commissions as well. Or you can add to that one of our founders packs, which I'm going to talk more about, which comes with a whole lot of benefits. So the $100 pack, the Academy pack, is a little digital piece of real estate. When you add the $500 base level founders pack, you're now sharing in the fee revenue as digital ownership is sold. Just like a digital piece of music, a digital piece of art, or sculpture, or actual real estate, you can own that NFT and on-sell it, and it can be on-sold again and again. It can be sold endless amounts of times, and every time somebody has to pay a fee, just like as far as a piece of real estate, as far as a home can change ownership multiple times, and the agent who sells the home each time makes money. So you can share in that revenue, and you get one node that is putting into circulation these tokens. Remember, the only tokens that are going into circulation are from nodes owned by founders members. If you upgrade to the $2,000 level, you just pay the difference, and now you're sharing in the royalties from these footballer contracts. And you get 4 nodes rather than 1. And now your node is not only putting into circulation the actual coin, but you're now starting to validate transactions, just like that terminal on the shop front counter that when you actually swipe your card. At the $8,000 level, you now get a share of royalties from the franchise football clubs. And again, you're getting another bit of fees from the digital side from the Blockchain Explorer. You might not know what that is, but you might not know how Visa or MasterCard works, or Amex works, or Google Pay or Apple Pay works, but you can understand that somebody's making money from that ecosystem, and you are going to be the one doing it now. And now you've got 16 nodes that are minting into circulation these tokens. At the $25,000 level, you basically now are getting revenue from the sports science and health sciences. And tomorrow there's a great Ask Me Anything AMA session with one of the key people involved in this. And this is huge technology that's got incredible value. So you're going to get a share of that. And now all the wallets, the digital wallets that people are going to be moving digital assets from one wallet to another, there's a fee paid for that as well. Now you're sharing in that revenue, and you've got 50 nodes as well. At the 50K level, you're now getting a share of royalties from the technology and the research and development, the virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and much more. Our blockchain is our own actually proprietary blockchain, but it's able to interact with other blockchains. So again, you may not understand that, but there's actually fees to move from one freeway to another freeway. It's a way to actually imagine it. And it's another revenue stream. So you got more digital and more real world rewards. And at the ultimate level, $100,000, you're getting a share of the gaming, the reality shows, the live events and sponsorships, and our decentralized exchange. When you go to the airport and you leave your country, go to another country, you exchange your local currency to another currency. Well, this is a decentralized exchange that allows fiat currency to be changed to crypto, cryptos changed to other cryptos, and cryptos back out to fiat. And again, that's a source of revenue. You know, the exchange at the airport doesn't do that for free. They charge you a fee for doing that. So let's just summarize again. The $500 level, there'll only ever be 400,000 of these founders packs. And as people come in through our super highway, it's a way to visualize in your head. Imagine creating a super highway and they're coming through the toll gate. And in order to participate, in order to buy an NFT or sell an NFT, a bit of digital real estate, they have to pay a fee, and you're sharing in that. At the $2,000 level, there's only 100,000 of those packs. Once they're gone, they're gone. And now you're getting a share of the validating of the network and the player transfers. Again, that the number of toll gates you've got is increasing. People are coming in and they're using our Blockchain Explorer. We've got clubs and academies involved. There's only 25,000 of these $8,000 packs, and it's another toll that you're collecting. As you upgrade to 25,000, you're now getting a share of all the wallet transactions and the sports signs. There's only 8,000 of these, 8,000 toll gates that you can be one of them. $50,000 level, there's only 4,000 of these packs. Now you're getting the bridge fees crossing the networks, the research and development, and again, another layer of income. And at the top level, there's only 2,000 of these packs. As you upgrade, so if you upgrade from example, a $500 level to a 2,000, you pay the difference, and you're now one of the 100,000 $2,000 packs, and you release your $500 pack back into the marketplace. So as you upgrade, you're releasing your previous packs back into the marketplace, because you only ever own one founders pack unless you go to the $100,000 level, where you can have multiple. So you can only ever own one of these packs apart from 100,000. So from a visualization point of view, just think of it in this way. All those nodes are like an actual toll gate. The higher the pack that you have, the more types of tolls. It's like you could collect tolls from motorbikes, from motor vehicles, from buses, from semi-trailers, from boats, from planes, jet skis, you name it. That's sort of the way to visualize it. The higher the pack that you get, the more tolls you can collect, the more toll fees you can collect. And up to 40% of all of the revenue from the digital side and the real world rewards is going back to Founders Pack owners. That's just you as a passive participant, not telling a soul in the world. But if you do decide to build a personal community, then you can share in 10% of all that revenue that's going to go through the referral plan. Maybe that's of interest to you. That can be substantial income. Imagine if you brought some people into Uber, into Airbnb, into Netflix in their development phase, and not only did you get your rewards for being an early investor, but you actually got ongoing passive income based on those investors that you brought in. On the referral side, I won't go into the great detail except to explain a couple of things. How would you like to get back the value of your Founders Pack contribution? Let's say you went all the way to 100,000. Imagine going to Uber and you said, here's 100,000, I'd like to get involved early before you go retail to the public. And they say, no problems, we'll give you a share of our revenue for the life of our Uber project. And by the way, when we go live, there's an opportunity to get your money back as an extra bonus, not out of your future revenue, but out of their money. So how do you do that? Well, if you just have two people that you've referred to this to help expand our community, and they just did a $500 Founders Pack each, just two people, $500 each, whatever pack level you've upgraded to by the end of the 6-month crowdfund phase, you can get that back. And the way they're doing that is they're taking Blockchain Sports receives half of all the revenue from the Founders Packs. And they're saying, we don't need all that right away. So we're going to take half of their 50%, which is 25% of the total revenue, and we're going to put that into a trading platform. That was the first project we crowdfunded. It's been very successful, over 1,400% in 20 months of trading. So, and all they have to do is take their profit from that, and they're going to take the profit from those funds they put to work and repay everyone back who brought in their two people. So you have to bring in two people with $500 each, get your money back. So that's an exceptional opportunity. And you still keep all your digital rewards and all your in real life rewards. In the referral plan, there's certain commissions that aren't always fully paid out because of the way it works. And usually that rolls up to the company, and that's fine. But in this situation, the Limitless community has been very generous, and they're sharing back all the unpaid commissions back to the community. And there's different ways you can qualify for that. So get back to the person who referred you, and they'll explain in detail. And also on our YouTube channel for Crowd Tycoons, there's some videos there that do explain the referral plan in more detail. You can learn more about that. So here are the steps to success. Just refer two people who would like to put some money to work to have an early adopter, first mover advantage in a massive project disrupting the whole sporting industry, and help them do the same. By referring to, you've got your outlay back. By helping them get their two, you're helping them get their money back. Just help everyone get their money back. If that's all you focused on, you can do very, very well. Because we didn't get the 240,000 members in our last project by accident. Some people like myself told some people who told some people who told some people, and we've built an actual community into 100 plus countries. And the larger your actual personal community and the more founders packs that come into that, the more levels of referral you can qualify on. In fact, you can earn on up to 10 levels or more of referral. And that can be a serious revenue stream. So again, to get that rebate, all you have to do is 2 people you've personally referred. So how do you participate in this project? Well, you're going to need an app with a digital wallet attached to it, and we are using one called TronLink. You can attach it to your laptop or your desktop computer or on your mobile phone. And again, the person who referred you can explain this. How do you make payment? Well, not with a Visa card or a MasterCard. We use digital currency, cryptocurrency, USDT. And again, the person who referred you will show you how to get that. And you'll need some gas, a token, a digital currency called TRX, just like you need gasoline in your car to get from your home to work. In order to move that digital currency from your wallet to this project, you need some cryptocurrency called TRX. And again, the person who introduced you will explain that. And we have a video as well on our Crowd Tycoons YouTube channel that explains that. And you need a referral link. This is by referral only. You can't just go online and randomly find some place to get a founders pack. You have to be referred by somebody who's already involved in the project. And the same, if you want to refer someone, you'll give them your referral link. So my question to you is, are you ready for an alternative lifestyle? What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of people have a lifestyle where every decision they make is dictated by money. What they eat at the restaurant, what actual school their children go to, where they go for vacation, what sort of clothes they wear. Everything is always dictated by money. That's just the way of life, isn't it? But you could get to a situation where you've got an additional cash flow coming in, be an early adopter with a project like this, share it with other people, and develop it to a point where the digital rewards and the real life rewards could actually replace your income. And now your income is no longer dependent upon where you live or the job you have right now. I've been self-employed almost my entire working life, and I consider myself being unemployable. And I had a clear intention to develop a level of knowledge where I could make money from anywhere. So you can leverage technology. I'm not a technician. I'm not a highly technical person, but I understand how to leverage technology. I understand how to leverage my phone, my laptop, the internet, and opportunities like this. And I'm very intentional about expanding the actual community and benefiting from that. But I said, you can be passive or you can be active. You decide. But if you're in a situation where you're tired of everything being dictated by money, then change that. If you haven't got time, then what's your plan to change that? If you haven't got money, what's your plan to change that? Because something has to give in order for something to change. And one of the things that we're very heavily involved in is helping people who are looking for change. So my goal today was to help you get enough information that you can make an informed decision for yourself. There's much more detailed videos that break everything down, but today should have given you enough to recognize an opportunity. You know, the people who invested into Uber and Airbnb and Netflix and Spotify, et cetera, and WhatsApp and Google, they might not have understood every intricate detail, but they saw enough potential. So think about what we've got. We've got government support. We've got an international copyright protection of intellectual property. We've got $1 billion valuation of the IP already. Iconic football players getting behind this project with 650 million followers. Real assets already being built with FO training facilities Latin America, and they're going to expand those into Africa, into Asia, other parts of the world. You're getting an opportunity to invest in the actual career of up-and-coming talent and participate in all the revenue that comes from that. Sponsorship deals, player contracts, media deals. I mean, think about the media deals for the World Cup and major games around the world. So this is huge potential. So don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it, because time is not your friend. Because on April 1, the cost of all those founder packs goes up by 10%. And then on May 1, it goes up another 10%. And June 1, another 10%. So you don't want to procrastinate with this. If you want to avoid paying 10% more for your founders packs or the upgrade cost of a founders pack, then you need to take action between now and March 31. And there's also a special reward for those people who take action before March 31. All the data storage, all the fee revenue from that is a separate reward that doesn't come with founders packs, except that it will be given to founders pack owners who get a founders pack before March 31. If you get a founders pack on April 1st, you won't get the storage rewards. Now, storage rewards are going to be a huge part of this digital ecosystem, because all the health sciences technology, all the sporting stats, all the R&D, all the results, all the data that's been collected has to be stored somewhere. And talent scouts and clubs, et cetera, and fans are going to want to access that data, and they're going to pay a fee for that.